Hey everyone, it's the Angry Honey Badger, and today we're taking a look at another champion build video. We're going to be playing Annie today in the middle. She was probably the first champion that I did play in the mid when I started taking characters mid, at least. Back when she was really overpowered. She's been nerfed a few times since then, but she's actually been buffed up since then too, so she's about where she should be nowadays. I like her a lot because of her stun, where you control how often it is up every 4 casts of spells. You have a stun, that's her passive. At level 1, I do like to take a Doran's Ring. It's just going to be nice to have a little bit of that AP, going to have that extra health, and the mana regen is good as well. I have some mana regen as well with my, some of my runes. My seals are mana regen per level. And, yeah, so we're going to be good that way. Another thing to note with Annie, a lot of people I don't think know or realize, is that with your Q ability, which is your Disintegrate, every time you kill something with it, it refreshes the mana cost for that ability. So it's basically free to use if you kill something with it. So it's good to last hit minions with it to just ensure last hits. It's also good to do that early and then get your stun up, because usually a lot of people stay away from you and they can see that your stun's up because you have that little circle ring around your waist as Annie. So just something to remember. A lot of people I think forget about that, but just a second ago, our Scion actually disconnected on our team, and he's not going to be returning to our team the rest of this game. So we're going to have to 4v5 this game from now on. We're going to lose Udyr in the jungle, so he's going to just go help Vayne out in bottom lane, because Vayne just gets killed there. But what I'm going to do here now is the minute I hit level 6, I like to try to get a stun up, which I have up, and then I jump whoever is out in mid with Tibbers. Here I'm going to jump in, drop Tibbers, use Incinerate, Disintegrate, light her on fire with my Ignite as well, and I'm going to hardly take any damage there. So a good level 6 gank, if you're feeling confident, you can pretty much get a kill with it almost every time. Those 3 abilities, Tibbers, Disintegrate, Incinerate, and if you ignite them, those 4 things are pretty much going to take care of somebody's life. I decided to go back again, obviously, with that kill. I had some gold, so I ended up going with the gold per 5 AP item that I will be eventually building towards a Deathfire Grass. But for now, I'm going to let it sit in there and give me that extra AP along with the gold per 5. Which is going to just be another nice way to get farmed up, considering she's pushing the lane pretty hard, so I'm losing some creeps to the tower. She's also doing some decent damage, because she's pretty good poke-wise, and I gotta try to play safe, because we're just going to need to play safe since we're down a man. So, here I do not see where she went. So I see her there. I called her Mia, but she's not Mia. So what I'm actually going to do is I went up to this bush. I'm going to actually come back in, down, and around her. I was going to go top, but I decided, she's not going to know that mid's going to be coming from around this way. Not a lot of mids is coming around this way. So I'm just coming in behind her. I have my stun up. I'm going to drop a bear on her for the stun, use Incinerate and Disintegrate, and get another kill on top of her. I'm just going to try to farm up off of her best I can in the early beginnings of this game. The next thing I'm going to do now is go top. Wukong's got 2 people top right now. They did not have a jungler, so he's kind of had a tough lane. One fortunate thing is they're not thinking, and they probably think they're safe, but they do not have this warded, I find out, because they are not retreating. We're going to go ahead and jump in here too. I had another stun up. Going to get my stun off on the Wukong, or on the Warwick. Wukong's going to move in and use his ultimate too. I'm going to try to do a little more damage. I ignited Warwick as well. He's going to move forward and get the final kill. I'm going to use like 2 abilities on her and get her really low pretty quick. So I picked up another assist there, which is going to be nice, and it's going to also help Wukong since he's been pushed back into his tower most of that game. I just finished off my boots, and I bought another health pot or 2, and I bought a health crystal. That is going to be the first start of my catalyst, which will be going towards my Rod of Ages. Now, Rod of Ages is really my first main item with Annie. Here I can see Cass standing right over there. I have my stun up. I'm going to go ahead and hit her with a Disintegrate and do a little bit of damage to her just to, make her angry. Tibbers is going to come back up in a second, too. I'm going to see if I can see her coming around. I'm going to think she's still in this bush. I'm going to move in. She is. She's trying to start fighting me. I'm going to drop Tibbers on top of her in a second because my things are on cooldown. She also stunned me there, too, with her ultimate, but I'm going to be fine and get away just fine for the most part. But, like I said, ability-wise, at level 1, I do like to take my Disintegrate, and then I also like to get my Incinerate with my W next. And then I usually go off in between those for a little bit. But I do like to pick up 1 point in my Molten Shield. That is the little fire around me that you see. It gives me increased armor, magic resist as well, and returns some damage, standard attack-wise, back to the champion that's hitting me. So that is a little bit of something that happens with that. And then, obviously, at level 6, I get Tibbers. And the other reason why I don't build too much AP immediately with Annie is because she does really good damage already. I'm going to move up here top. We're going to go for another gank. I got Tibbers and another stun up. I'm going to move in. He is too. I'm going to drop my bear. Unfortunately, it misses the stun part. It was right in between both of them. But we're going to pick up another kill on the Warwick. I'm going to with my Ignite that was on him. I move in here, and we probably could actually chase that. That Disintegrate is doing ridiculous damage to that Fiora. She just obviously is not meant to take that much damage. I got Cass in mid right now. I'm going to move in here, hit her with one ability, and she's going to, I think, or did she flash? Maybe not. Somebody flashes at some point. But I don't need to go with too much AP on Annie early because she does good damage anyways, and I do have magic, what do I have? Ability power per level blues right now, and I think I have ability power Quince. Here, Teemo's waiting in that bush. And I luckily was still paying attention when I was backing, so and Vayne was too. But we're going to pick up a kill on Teemo. Teemo's actually had a really good early game. I was also complaining about why don't they go in, and they said something about Teemo, and I was like, we can kill him. Oddly enough, a minute after that, or a second after that, Teemo shows up. I'm going to go top again. I got another stun. I got another bear. They obviously have still not figured out that wards are something you can buy in this game. I'm going to drop my stun on both of them this time, pick up the kill really fast on that Fiora with about 2 moves. And then we're going to pick up the kill on the Warwick. He's going to try to dodge around on us. I'm going to poke him there. Once Wukong gets in the bush, we'll have a vision on him. He's going to jump to me with his ult, but Tibbers standing there is going to kill him because Tibbers does AoE magic damage while he's alive. Tibbers is also up for 45 seconds if you did not know that as well. But that is going to be good. Doing really good so far early. I've had to do the ganks top. I've had to go bottom and try to help them out. I'm going to try to go top again. Wukong got in a fight with Cass, and it's getting close, so I'm just going to help him out with a quick little Disintegrate. I didn't really want to take that as a KS, but I didn't want him to die either, and he started laughing anyways because Cass died again. It's always a good thing. So the last time I was back, you can see I got closer to finishing off my Rod of Ages. I am going for the Rod, like I said. Catalyst, Blasting Wand, Rod. Here I am going to get jumped all over because I did not check that bush. And all 3 of them were in fact waiting for me. But it took them a handful of ults to kill me. And I still almost actually did kill one if you look back at that. So I'm going to have died. It's going to happen. I did finish off my Rod though this time. So I'm going to get that passive life, mana, and ability power. And it's just a good item. Here we're going to stop the Teemo again. Uder's going to get the stun on him. I'm going to get one move off and pick up the assist on that. I'm going to move in mid and try to push this lane the best I can. I also do have a magic penetration marks, if anybody's wondering about that. Me and Wu are going to now try to take the dragon at level 14. I'm going to use some of my abilities. I don't know why I use my movement shield, but, you know, whatever. But we're going to do that best we can. I did finish off my boots, too, a couple times ago when I went back. I like to get my boots just because the mobility's nice. And magic penetration, always a good thing. Kills people, if you didn't know that. Teemo's going to show up here for a second. He's going to come in. Wukong's going to initiate then on top of them and keep pushing. I'm going to come bottom because we see Riven stick her head out. So we're actually now going to run away because we got a lot of their team coming. I'm going to run into a stupid mushroom, though, and get slowed. And I'm going to just try to shoot some fire back. Doesn't hit anybody. I'm going to move into this bush, too, and I hit another mushroom. Stupid mushroom. So we're both slowed by that one, and now I have exhaust. I'm going to drop the bear because I have the stun up, and it's going to do damage to him. Wu actually moves in with his ultimate, so I'm going to come back in and help him out. Yeah, he unfortunately dies, but they're low enough, and I'm doing decent damage right now that I'm going to try to fight these people. Little do they know that Cass is going to die to the bear, in fact, standing still again. So, got a couple of kills there. Wu died, but he got a couple assists out of the deal. So, actually, you know, that's a 2-for-1. So that's going to be fine for us, and that's going to help us out as well. Because one thing that Annie does, like most AP mids, is if they get farmed and fed a little bit, it starts to get slightly out of control, just the amount of damage they're doing. I went back and bought a needlessly large rod and a blasting wand. Their Teemo is going to get away with seriously 2 HP or something ridiculous. But I will have my revenge on him in a second. But here I want to see if we can do something to Fiora, but Cassiopeia is going to show her face. I'm going to hit her with literally 3 abilities and kill her. Because that's what I do. Lots of AP right now. I am obviously going for the death cap with the needless and the blasting one. I'm going to move Tibbers in there and have him die the tower and attack it a little bit. Not that he's worthless when he's done, but, you know, it's fine. I'm not worried about it. We're going to wait in this bush. I'm going to see if we can get an ability off on him. I missed with that because they just kind of moved out of it. But Wu's going to move on in, start to spin, knock some people up. We're going to do some damage. Teemo came in from behind me, though. I'm going to drop some stuff on Fiora, make her reconsider fighting me. That's 2 on her. I can 3-shot her as well. Warwick jumps on me, but now we're going to focus to him as well. And that's going to be that. I'm going to move back out now, but Teemo left me a bush, or a present in that bush. I'm going to use a couple abilities on him and pick up the kill on him. And he would have maybe killed me here with the poison, but my catalyst on my Rod of Ages triggered, and I got the extra health. And so he's kind of angry about how I lived, and I tell him about the Rod of Ages. And then all that fun stuff. So, I just finished off my death cap because that's what you do. You get the death cap after you get the rod because now the AP levels are really, really high up there. You're going to be dropping all types of damage. You got some decent life because of the Rod of Ages. I'm still getting gold per 5 too with my other item. That's going to go for my Death Fire Grasp, which is actually going to be the next item I will be building. 80 more AP. Here I drop a bear on top of Warwick to cancel the ultimate, and Udyr's just going to barely escape. So, you know, saving lives. Helping people out. Bears are fun. Bears are really fun. It's fun to drop Tibbers out of nowhere. Here we're going to move back into, I think Wukong's going to come out here because Fiora's standing still. Yup. Not figuring out that maybe we're in a bush. He's going to spin as well. I think I'm going to pick up the kill from this. No, I'm not. I'm not even going to get an assist. I lied. Sorry about that. I feel ashamed. Tibbers is going to go where he pleases because you can control Tibbers, if you did not know that, by the same way you can control Mordekaiser's ultimate by using alt and right-clicking wherever you want it to go. So, yeah, sometimes I like to have the bear run around. Here I'm going to move back in and use a couple abilities on Cass again to destroy her life because she doesn't need it. As for items, I think they're going to probably surrender shortly. But, you know, that's all fun and good stuff. But like I said, the next item I would be getting is the Death Fire Grasp. After that, if you really are having a hard time with health or resists, Hourglass for the armor if you need it, or the Abyssal Scepter if you need the magic resist. And late game, if you want all the magic or penetration in the world, get a Void Staff. That's just the way I like to do it. It works out well. You usually only need those first 2 items, as you can see. But that's going to be a game, guys. If you want to subscribe and like, that'd be great. Also, share this video with your friends if you want. Because, you know, sharing videos can get me subs. I don't know. Because it's fun. That's a good reason, too. Other than that, guys, I will just see you all in the next